What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. The Royal Rumble is less than 3 weeks away, and the Bloodline are determined to rid themselves of Kevin Owens' problem. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Vince having complete control, Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble, The Rock appearing on Raw's 30th, The Undertaker returns, NXT superstar nearly takes her life, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Alpha Academy versus the Judgment Day. This was a solid match which had fans asking whether one of these teams is turning babyface. Otis's more frequent use of the worm, a crowd pleaser to be sure, and Master Gable encouraging him to use it are two signs the team is appealing to fans. Gable's over-the-top seriousness has the potential to go from irritating to enduring. For example, Chad suggesting Dominic attend one of his online courses should he get locked up again was hilarious, as was his comment to Mysterio that he should have worked on his mind and that it looked like he hadn't worked on his body either. Number 2, Cody's comeback. There's fantastic news as Cody Rhodes announced he's entering the Rumble and he intends to win it. Equally fantastic was how the WWE used its final hype video for Cody's comeback to reveal this without spending 10 minutes to do so. Also, WWE came out with an interesting hashtag, Rhodes to Rumble. Does that mean he's going to be number 2? Number 3, a big night next week. The WWE isn't holding back with Raw's 30th anniversary show, with plenty of big name guests and some major matches, including 2 big title bouts planned for the show. While Raw 30th will sell itself, there's nothing wrong hyping the show, especially since it's the go-home Raw for the Rumble. Number 4, what's MVP up to? Well, what is MVP up to? Omos's manager not only tried to help Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin during the match against the Street Profits, he helped Bobby Lashley during the elimination match. The WWE made a wise move by having Benjamin and Alexander look like a threat to the Street Profits. Otherwise, why would MVP want them in the Hurt Business? Number 5, 6-man sensation. The 6-man elimination match to determine the number 1 contender for the US title was another excellent main event and a reminder of what fans should get to see every week. It didn't make up for the rest of the show, but it was a must-see match that advanced storylines and pushes, including Dolph Ziggler's push as more than a talented mid-carder, MVP rebuilding the Hurt Business, and Austin Theory's very real fear of having to face Bobby Lashley. But that was a good. What about the bad? Is number 1, a bad night this week. Last night's Raw was very weak. Once again, the Red Brand had too many squash matches, with most of the matches serving no purpose. The show's first 2 hours were largely forgettable, save for the obligatory brawl between KO and the Bloodline. The Judgment Day vs Alpha Academy match delivered, but the rest of Raw's first 2 hours were flatter than Finn Balor after Otis crushed him last week. They faced some tough opposition with the NFL playoff game on Monday Night Football, but that's no reason to throw in the towel. Number 2, a disappointing confrontation. Last night's opening segment between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline could and should have been epic. The WWE have been slowly teasing a confrontation between Raw and SmackDown's 2 top heel factions, but last night's promo lacked any fire. There were 2 reasons why this segment failed. The first was that the Usos showed no vulnerability to the Judgment Day, not even hinting that they had any concern about losing their belts. The second was that while the Judgment Day has improved their mic skills, they haven't shown much improvement in verbal exchanges. They're excellent at talking about being badasses, but when it comes to trash talking with other teams, they come up short. Number 3, making Omos look mortal. Why did Elias get so much offense in Omos? The Nigerian giant is supposed to be a monster heel, and instead he allowed Elias so much offense that he looked like a big man with a glass jaw. Number 5, Becky and Bayley bomb. They're 2 terrific talkers, and yet their promos were both flat. The fans popped when Becky showed up, but you could feel the life ebbing out of the arena the more the man and the role model spoke. How did this happen? Well, that's a question we wish we had the answer to. The only highlight of the promo was that it set up a steel cage match for next week, which should be a barn burner, and Mustafa's miraculous recovery. Mustafa Ali put up a solid effort against Solo Sikoa, but defeat was inevitable. That was fine, since the WWE has continued to build up the Street Champion as the wrestling equivalent of Godzilla. However, why was Ali moving backstage without a twitch or sign of pain when he confronted Dolph Ziggler? That was nothing downright ugly, but promos that sounded scripted. Only 1 match was announced before the show, meaningless matches, big men beating up cruiserweights. How can anyone think Vince McMahon isn't back in creative? Last night's show was kinda bad and was a 3-hour endurance contest. If Vince isn't back, then what the hell is going on backstage? Raw reeked of ripped up scripts and McMahon madness, which is the last thing WWE needs as the road to WrestleMania begins. What do you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at Vince McMahon in full control. Atop of today's news is a report that Vince McMahon has taken complete control of the WWE. WrestleTalk reported WWE made a new SEC filing today, January 17, 2023, stating that as of yesterday, Vince McMahon no longer needs stockholders' approval for his actions. The exact details of this filing are being analysed, but Vince's actions since his return suggest it's just the latest of the WWE chairman doing things as he sees fit. Next up, more reasons for a lawsuit. Vince's latest move could be seen as more reasons for stockholders to file suit. Yahoo Sports reports that Detroit Police and Fire Retirement System filed suit against Vince McMahon last Thursday. The complaint argues that McMahon has breached fiduciary duties as controlling stockholder by trying to impose his personal will on WWE and its board by purporting to adopt a package of invalid and inequitable bylaw amendments that would hamstring the board from making critical business decisions. According to the article, the lawsuit seeks a declaration that would effectively block the 77-year-old billionaire from regaining control of WWE's board of directors and prevent him from expediting a sale. Next up, The Rock making a surprise appearance at Raw 30th. Fans have already begun talking about this after the Bloodline announced an acknowledgement ceremony for next week's show. Inside the Ropes, James Holder explained, "This line in particular sent social media into a frenzy, with some believing that it was a tease that The Rock could be appearing on the show to kickstart his rivalry with Reigns. Perhaps interestingly, Rock's most recent WWE appearance came on the 20th anniversary of SmackDown. If this does happen, it will allow the WWE to set up a match between Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania without the unnecessary setup of The Rock winning the Royal Rumble. Do you think the most electrifying man in sports entertainment will show up on Raw? Let us know in the comments down below." Next up, The Undertaker returning to Raw. WWE have confirmed that the iconic Undertaker will appear live on the show. This will no doubt boost ticket sales and be a huge ratings hit, as The Undertaker has been retired since 2020. Additionally, they've also confirmed some big names for the show: Road Dogg, Ron Simmons, Sean Waltman, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Taker himself of course, Kurt Angle, the Bella Twins, Teddy Long, and Jerry the King Lawler. Are you guys excited for Raw's 30th next week? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Brock Lesnar appearing at the Rumble. We've heard rumours before that the Beast Incarnate was scheduled for an appearance at the Rumble, including talk that Lesnar might face Bobby Lashley again. Talk of a Lesnar appearance has quietened down until recently when Zero News tweeted, "Brock Lesnar is set to appear at the Royal Rumble, I'm told." It'll be interesting to see how they use Lesnar if he shows up. With rumours of Lesnar wrestling Gunther at WrestleMania, the Rumble match could be a good way to set things up. Next up, some sad news as an NXT superstar recently attempted to take her own life. There's scary news for NXT superstar Amari Miller, as she recently revealed on TikTok that she tried to take her own life last week. Thankfully, Amari's okay, and she's using this to inform her fans and the public about taking care of our mental health. And we send our best wishes to Amari and applaud her for sharing her story. And finally, the real reason WWE Tag Team titles unified. If you're wondering why the Raw and SmackDown Tag Championships were unified, well, Dave Meltzer is reporting that it has to do with Randy Orton's severe back injuries and the fear the Legend Killer might not return to action. Meltzer commented on the Wrestling Observer that the tag titles were not to be unified, and then that's when Randy Orton's career almost ended. They just figured Riddle and Orton were just going to stay as the Raw champions, but there was going to be no more Orton. He pretty much finished up after losing the title. So without Riddle and Orton, RK Bro were a hot team. They just went with the Usos to hold both belts. It appears that WWE is going to split the titles back up soon, but who will hold the gold is anyone's guess right now. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumours you need to know, as well as our look at Raw. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.